Hey, hello, everyone, and welcome to the LizyT Show here on our YouTube channel. How are you today? It is Monday, and my goodness, I am so excited to be able to be here. We're starting to celebrate or decorate rather for Christmas already. So, what a time! Some of our friends just celebrated Thanksgiving rather in the States. We celebrated in Canada in October rather. And so it's been an incredible last 2 years. We haven't stopped since basically this crazy times, pandemic and lockdowns and things like that. But one of the greatest thing about this is has united us, has put people together from all over the world. I've been virtually in South America, in Africa, in Australia, in Europe. I've been all over the place, and I was able to participate in contests all over the world. I run my own contest with people in South America. Some of you know that I do speak other languages, and I run webinars and I run seminars. My goodness, we've been busy, and the internet has allowed us to do that. One of the benefits of this pandemics and lockdown is to be able to unite people, and I'm not going to stop. I'm here. I'm here to stay. Many great things have happened to me, to some of the people that I've met, to some of the people that I've been able to connect and follow through this friendship that we've created here in Toronto, Canada, this network. Our YouTube channel has grown. We are doing IGTV shows as well on Instagram. My goodness. And obviously, my book got published. Thank you so much, Magnetic Entrepreneur, for this wonderful gift, this work, and wow, I can't say enough. And also, I'll be hosting the award in Miami. This is the Latin award, which is. I just don't say any word. I don't have words. I don't know what else to say. But I do have something to say within regards to my host that is here today, my guest. And my guest, I've met him, I would say about probably one of the first 2 years, the first years that I started the show was just radio. Now we have radio and YouTube and many other platforms, and very inspiring, very the growth that this fellow has gone through is huge. I've been following him through social, very active on social media, and so I can't wait for you guys to meet him to share with all of you a lot of the new things that are happening in his life, a lot of great, amazing developments, and a lot of it's gotten so many accolades lately that is incredible. So I'm going to be reading this for if you have questions, guys, the comments are open. And hello, Todd.
Well, hello there.
How are you doing this afternoon? You're in Texas, so I assume it's a little bit after 4 right now.
Yes, ma'am. At about 5:09 right now.
Okay, so you
Texas.
guys are an hour behind us. So, Todd, last time we talked, last time we met virtually, last time we had you on the radio, you always have, so many good things starting. But for people that are watching you on our YouTube channel or will be watching us later on, can you give us a little bit of overview or review about, what got you started in the music industry? What is your passion? What pursue you to take this as a professional thing in your life?
Well, it goes back, kind of to my childhood, being raised in a music family. Um, Hearing my mother sing around the house. My dad was a music director, and my mom had me in piano lessons at the age of 8. And then from then on, I just began to pick up more instruments along the way, and singing in front of churches and talent shows and all kinds of things that groomed me um, to want to pursue music. So it's been in my blood a long time. Um, at one point in my life, I was able to connect with some record labels that were more mainstream pop, contemporary. I think one of my all-time heroes would have to be my mom. She was a special lady. She was a rock. She was always there when I needed her. She took
Go
care
ahead.
of
I'm just
me
playing the videos.
and
There's
taught
so
me
many
how to
videos of
sing.
you on
Taught me
YouTube.
about
I just want to be able
performance
for people to give,
and always encouraged
a
me to
second
go after
look
my
of what you've
dreams.
been
So
doing. So
I
please,
think my
yeah,
mom
your
taught me
the videos on
that they're
muted,
at
so
the
you
top
can
of the list
definitely speak on the
somebody
background.
who yeah,
Please.
my
Such a
mom was
marvelous way.
never
Other side, we can go where no one will find us. Just set free
allowing
the
myself
outlaw.
to develop artists, getting in artistry development and how to perform and how to express emotion and songwriting and that kind of thing. So it just kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper and more exposure. Um, but I got burnt out on that in the industry because it's easy to do. There's a lot of things that when you're in it that can really instead of lift you up, bring you down. So it's like, you know, so I think that's in any profession, though, really, um, which is to say you never give up, right? Um, so then a very important on the journey, something really happened that awakened the craving again and the desire to write music in a different way, in a different format. And that was when I met my good friend Sonny Burgess, who's iconic in the country music world and in the Texas Music Hall of Fame. When we met, it
Mhm.
changed my life. It changed my course and led me into a whole new arena of songwriting and performing and meeting people and just being getting connected with those that could take it to the next level. So that was a very, very big turning point in my life when I met him, and we've never looked back since.
One of the things that I've noticed about you that you're such a go-getter. You pursue this to the max. I've seen you on videos. I've seen you on TVs. I've seen you playing. And one of the things that a lot of people are asking, or probably will be asking later on, is this last year has been very, very challenging for all of us all over the world. And you were in such a path. You were in such of a hurry, right? In your career, you were on target. What does this last 2 years, and I think a lot of people are going to identify with you, because we all had to reinvent ourselves. And for Canada, we got a lot more restrictions than many other countries and many other states in the United States and any other place. So what did you do to be able to overcome all those restrictions? And I don't know, how bad was it in Texas, by the way?
Yeah, this affected everyone globally. COVID affected everyone, and it shut down everything. And it shut down everything here in America, and especially in the Texas scene, or even Nashville, or wherever, New York. Um, it shut down the music scene completely. That is to say, and then I have friends worldwide that it affected as well. That I know they had to stop everything. So yeah, getting out and getting around socially and being in front of people and around people, um, just it no longer existed. It just was gone. And so then I was approached by several companies, thank goodness, that were thinking ahead and that continue to build their organizations around streaming, which we're doing, live streaming music, live streaming concerts and events. And so that led to opportunities to reach more people. So it was almost like something turned that was bad went good, to make a positive out of something that was so negative, to reach more people through live streaming, so you could reach anybody around the world. You just straight from your house. So I had people tuning in, and I would just set up an event. They would buy tickets through however they do it, and I would show up, do the show, and then they would do, then people would comment, and you would just kind of engage with your fans and those that were learning about your music. So kind of cool.
And I think it happened to a lot of artists. That's what I did with my webinar, my seminar that I had, that I was able to reach from people from South America to Europe and Canada and the US. It was an amazing event that I was able to run. And I guess a lot of people kind of thought, we have to do that. We have to think ahead. We have to reinvent ourselves. And now that we can be in platforms live, what can we do to be able to be in platforms in other parts of the world? And I'm so glad that your producer was able to foresee what was coming and able to, present. I mean, Zoom nowadays is the new norm, kind of, right? A lot of people are still Zooming. Meetings are still, let's not go to the office. We're going to Zoom
Right.
in. And I mean, that's still it. That is still happening. And for you to be able to reach to your audience and interact with them, I think that's a lot more personable than when you have, a multitude of people, and you kind of sort of look at one or two that are right at the front, but other
Yeah.
than that, you can interact with them as if you would to be able to do it on a more intimate way through a Zoom or one of those virtual shows. And one of the things that I love that you guys were able to charge, because a lot of artists, they broke their head, and I'm like, let's do this for free for now until we figured out how are we able to charge for our concerts. So
Yeah.
right on for you, right on. So that is great that you're able to share that with us. I hate to um, I'm not a prophet or anything, but I hate to say that this might happen again. I mean, we're listening to new variants and new things, and that kind of gives you, the makes you feel uncomfortable because is this going to be another lockdown? Is this going to be another shutdown of the world? Hopefully, God willing, no.
Right.
We're okay to be able, we're healthy enough to be able to continue on and have enough in our body to battle this. But if that happens, are you guys prepared for keeping this virtual concert, virtual connections with your fan? Because that's really what it is. You through your fans.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I think other platforms that I've been contacted or have reached out that are wanting to get more involved in that, because they feel like that's something people are going to continue to want, rather than going to a live setting. Um, Of course, we've seen some disasters and some horrific things happening around the world and concerts and stuff. That people are afraid to get out because of they're protect. They don't know if something's going to go wrong in that environment or that setting. So they're safer where they're at to watch a virtual concert. They're safe at home. They're safe, in a coffee shop, or they're safe, wherever they're hanging out with friends and family. So, I understand both sides of it. However, I don't want to discourage people from getting out and doing things live and getting out and being social. Don't let fear hold you back, please. Do not let fear hold you back. That's what they want, and we're better people than that, and so we just need to stay the course. I'm excited that live music is cranking up again. I've been doing it for quite a while now, since the COVID liftings here in Texas, and I enjoy every moment that I get to spend with people out in a live setting doing live music.
I think a lot of us took a lot of things for granted, and now that we're kind of starting to come back to normal, we swear to ourselves, I will never complain about this. I will never complain about that, because we know what it's like not to have it. So I'm so glad that you're enjoying every single part of it. And I've been watching some of the states. I know that Florida and Texas, they're a lot more lenient, and to be able to have less restriction than many others, and especially here in Canada, which is amazing. I know that you're enjoying, the high that you get to be able to perform, and to be able to feel, the applause. It's one thing, to feel the applause over a video, but to hear it live, and I know for an artist, it's a completely different feeling. It's completely different.
We feed off that, that energy,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I've been watching you getting some more accolades, because last time we met over the break, you had already a couple of awards, you have things, but I've noticed that you've been nominated for more and more awards. How does that feel that you're able to get recognition for some of the work that you have done so far?
Yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm always just grateful that someone's nominating me for something, or there's an award I was unaware of that was going on, or a song competition, or just something that comes from out of the blue and say, hey, guess what? We want to honor you with this, or congratulations on that, and it means a lot to me, and it touches my heart, because you work hard as an artist, and when you sacrifice so much, as I know you have, and others in their organizations and businesses and dreams, when you sacrifice so much and you pour yourself into it so much, when those things are rewarded to you, it means a lot. It really it just kind of says, wow, it was all worth it. It was all worth it to sacrifice.
And absolutely, it's a lot of hard work. You do kind of expect awards, but you're not too sure. You just want to keep going. Once you get it, I got a couple of them myself here. You just like, wow, all that hard work paid off, especially when it comes with monetary value. You get the trophy, plus you get some cash with this, so that makes it even better. But I understand. I fully understand, Todd, what you're coming from, and congratulations for being recognized for all those great things. You definitely, definitely deserve it, and
Thank
I
you.
know that you're working really, really hard. Talking about that, I don't want to forget, for people that are going to be watching, because this is going to stay on my YouTube channel. I'm also going to have it on my IGTV. And obviously, we're all on. I'm not sure if you're on TikTok. I want to be able to share with the world what social media platforms are you on right now?
Yeah, TikTok. I've done a couple of with it just for fun, but not really pursued it as probably as much as I need to, and pay more attention to it. I know it is a valuable social media platform. I'm still more old school of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm also on Reverb Nation, which is a powerful platform. There's another thing called N1M, and it rates you in charts actually. And I think when I looked last time, I was at least number 52 in the world as a country artist. Right now, my standings are. And then in the course charts, I watch the charts and the European charts and then the Texas charts. So those things, my promoters or radio promotion people, they're always watching that, and they'll shoot me over an email or send me a text or something. Said, hey, you need to check this out. Look what's going on, here. And but I'm out there, I mean, if you Google me, you can find me. So I try to stay connected with people that way, and I really do respond. I don't just say follow me and then you never hear me.
He does. He does, everyone. I'm telling you, it doesn't take that long.
Stay close.
I know. I speak for it's an experience. I have the experience. He does it right away. Very good. I hope you don't sleep with your phone. It's not healthy. I turn mine off. But yeah, he responds right away. And it's Todd Barrow, by the way. You will be able to have a link down here with his information, and also with his link for you to be able to follow him and definitely listen to his stuff. It's some of the stuff that is unbelievably beautiful. There's one song that I love and I still play. It's mornings, mornings night, or I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's something like sunrise.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Gosh, I haven't been around that song in a while.
Well, see, that tells me that's how long we've known each other.
Yeah.
That's when I had you on the radio show as well. So that song still plays, and I still love it. It's so melodical. It's so romantic. I'm a very romantic type of person.
Open Skies, right?
Open Sky. Thank you.
In my head somewhere, I had to reach from the back of my brain to find it again. But so I appreciate.
So with Open Sky and many other new developments that you have, and what is new right now? You have launched so many new things, but what are the new songs that that you have and they're playing on the radio right now?
Yeah, it's exciting, and it's really remarkable that a lot of radio stations don't discover you right away and kind of watch you back and see where you're going to go, and then they start playing your stuff. So I'll get music I've done releases, I've done many releases. And so I'll get a release that was done a year ago. It's just now starting to play on a record, and that they're finding me, right? Then there's other stations that they're playing more of the current stuff. Like you want to, it's like, okay, what is your next release? It's like, it's in order, right? It's like a sequence. That's how they program it. But many radio stations are just now finding my music from, a year ago, 2 years ago, and they're like, "Wow, this is really good stuff. Is this your new song?" And I'm like, "No, that's old." But thanks for playing it. I got more new stuff on the way. So, Parrot Bay is my new release. Parrot Bay is probably one of my favorite babies of my songs right now, because I had always wanted to write a song with a tropical sense to it, more of a Jimmy Buffett, Alan Jackson, kind of flow. Blake Shelton, just to name a few, Kenny Chesney. I really wanted to kind of hit that mark, and I was just a little hesitant, because those are Nashville guys and being in Texas. But I thought, why not? Let's go for it. And this song just popped in. I mean, it hit me like a bolt of lightning. And the words started to flow, the melodies, and I could just tell this song was going to be really successful. and from all accounts, everybody's like going crazy over it. And I didn't think it would be doing as well as it is, but it's really going it's going crazy,
Okay,
viral.
so if it's going crazy, well, you tell us where did you get your inspiration? What inspired you to write that song, and where
Yeah,
you got the idea from? What happened? I mean, every writer,
yeah.
every singer, songwriter has a story behind a song. So tell us about that
Well,
one.
well, I will have to say that um, there, Parrot Bay is a rum, right? It's a special rum. I don't know if people know about that, but it's a rum. And I had some friends had me, they said, hey, you just, try it out. It's really, it's coconut or whatever, mango or whatever. And I said, okay, I'll check it out, and I did. And then it hit me, you know, Parrot Bay. Okay, wait a minute. What about taking people to a place like that? A special place, a paradise, an escape, and so it had some of the influence to write this song, to create this island. Since then, I've learned that there's a lot of places in Florida and in other tropical places, the Bahamas and things like that, where they are actually named like Parrot Bay kind of restaurants or Parrot Bay souvenir shop, or But I just thought I needed to create some kind of place that people could go and escape, and just get away from their problems, get away from the stress, get away from the daily grind, and just kind of ease your mind and just kind of help yourself enjoy yourself and enjoy life again. So it was just a real thrill to get this song out, and how it all came together was just amazing.
I think it was perfect time for lockdowns and people not some people not being able to leave their homes and things
Right.
like that. So Let's Escape Parabay came in perfectly, and you received a huge amount of requests and radios are playing, which is phenomenal. Congratulations. And it seems like everything that you create, it becomes like successful and number one. And a lot of people are saying, hey Todd, what do you have that I don't have? I'm in the same industry for the last 5 years, 10 years, and I'm not doing as well as you do. What is your secret? What are you doing differently? And I want you to think about that, because it is a lot of people are looking up to you in a way that it's you have a life uh, dream that I don't have, that I aspire to. So, what would you say to someone who's going to be watching this later on, and they think, what can I do?
Yeah, that's a good question, and there's a lot that I could say about that subject. I guess what I would point out is that you have to have a game plan. You need to make a plan, and you need to not just kind of shoot in the dark. So look for ways, first of all, to create a good song, and you can even, I know that there's resources or places where you can get critiqued and you can test it out, and they will even test it out on a lower frequency, or just kind of a way to test it in the market before it goes too far in front of people. There's things like that, but it's getting to understand your craft. There's a magazine you can I prescribe to. It's called Songwriter Magazine, which I would recommend. There's books, there's resources, there's ways to hone your craft, and I would say that you want to just create that solid song where it's just so well built. I mean, the phrases, the melodies, the verses, the choruses, the bridge, it all builds and tells a story. And I always look at my work and say, okay, if I was going to watch a movie and all I had was this 3 minutes, would that be enough? Would that be enough for this movie to really blow me away? And so It's just starting to find yourself in your craft, and not trying to you know say I need that number one hit right now, because it probably won't happen, but it will happen. And it's just taking those steps, day by day by day. And I rewrite songs. So if I write a song, I usually go back, and it might be 3 or 4 times before it's even ready. So you got to make sure that that song is ready. It's like a recipe, like you're baking a cake or something, or whatever your favorite food is, and you're in the kitchen and you're putting the ingredients together. Does it taste right? Does it feel right? Um, just making sure it's ready. Make it song ready, and you'll get there.
And Todd, things that I really got out of what you said, and it can apply to everything. And it actually worked with my book is to have a game plan. A lot of us, I know that sometimes preparing too much, you will never get it done. I understand that. And a lot of people procrastinate whether I'm going to go for it or not, whether I'm prepared enough or not. Yes, there is room for that. However, too much preparedness is not enough action. So to have a game plan, dates when you're just gonna say, by December 15th, this
Hmm.
is gonna happen, this is gonna go on. It's funny, I was just rearranging my studio and I found a dream wall behind my bookcase where I wrote things that I was gonna do. And I have to tell you, 90% of those things that I've colored, and we used to do this there, we used to do that with my girls, which
Hmm.
they're teenagers now. They're accomplished because we had a game plan, and this is unconsciously. This is not something that I planned. It kind of thought it made sense, but I'm so glad that you reiterated that. And to have somebody critique your work, that is imperative. Sometimes you think that you are just on the top of the world. This is gonna go number one, but it needs somebody else to critique it, just like you say it, or to evaluate, or to give constructive criticism or suggestion. And I'm the first person to say I don't know everything. My husband is the studio person here. He always corrects me. He always said things that sometimes it hurts me, but it helps.
Yeah.
So absolutely, and love that. And test it out.
Hmm.
Have friends that can listen to your stuff and say, what do you think? I love it. I know that you've been doing a lot of stuff that, correct me if I'm wrong. So now you're helping other people to promote, to produce their own music. Is that something that you're working on? Because I know that we were talking about this last time we were had you on the radio.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to work with artists, and even when I'm in the studio, and they'll arrange it where they'll be in the studio and they can just kind of watch and kind of learn, and kind of listen, ask questions. I've even done some live things from the studio, to say, okay, here's where we're going with this next. This is what something you might want to think about in the process of your recording session and things like that. So it's very, very rewarding as well, to see other artists, young artists, even some elderly artists that are hungry to learn more, to be successful in the music industry.
One of the things that I noticed too is that, as a good, because this is a business for you, as a good entrepreneur, as a good musician, you always wanted to give back, and you're doing that. And I remember you weren't doing that. If I remember well, you weren't doing that as much as back then. And it's probably been 4 or 5 years since we've talked. And now that you're doing this, do you see yourself part of your career also coaching, teaching music, producing for other people, having your own label, teaching what you know as another part of your career? It's singer, songwriter, performer, and coach.
Yes, definitely. That's definitely one of the hats that I really want to wear a lot more of, and that's coaching. Because I watch a lot of sports, and I identify sports kind of with being something that there's you're doing all these different plays or whatever sport you're playing. Lacrosse, I understand, is big in Canada. Lacrosse is actually coming big in America. And I've heard it's even bigger than hockey right now, but that's another area to cover. But I compete, competing and just winning, different plays and scoring, so things like that to help artists to maneuver and get things right and be winners.
And it will give you great satisfaction too, as well, to be able to help someone else and have your own label, have your own uh, place for young artists. And let's face it, this is something that I myself are looking into it and working right now. I'm also doing coaches for people that want to do what I'm doing, because we don't know, something could happen. We always have to have, I always say, you have plan A, B, C, the whole alphabet. And not only that, is a legacy. You live in a legacy to someone that wants to do what you're doing. They don't know how. They need the guidance. They need the experience. They need the expertise that we have, that you have,
Yeah.
for them to be able to grow. And what a privilege, what a gift to say, I help that artist. This artist is where they are because of the growth that we've had together. It's not like, I did it, but we did it together. And the accolades will go to you too. It's
Yeah.
all a big thing. All being part of being able to serve. I believe that strongly. Todd, I can't believe we've been here almost 40 minutes. One of the things that I love about you is you're always ready to be here, always ready to talk to your fans, talk to your audience, talk to me here in Canada. For the holiday season, anything that you're preparing for Christmas, New Year's, are you playing right now?
Yes, I have some events that are set up, and I get, I would say, numerous offers to come play. Um, Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. It just depends on the schedule. But definitely want to be more out there. I've got an exciting New Year's kind of uh, planned party with Troy Aikman's place here in Texas. He owns. I've played there before, but I'm gonna go there and do a bigger show there for him. And that's where all the Texas Rangers are, our compound and everything here in Texas, our sports area kind of, but it's more music now and sports and entertainment kind of thing. So very excited about that.
So dates are already booked, that you have places that you're going to be at and playing and singing and entertaining. Those are coming up for people that live in Texas that want to be able to watch you. What dates, and do you have any dates for now that people can follow you?
Yeah, they can just go to my website and they can view all my events that are there. So Todd Barrow Music, you can see where I'm going to be next, and I'm always posting. Or if anything changes, it might not be there anymore, but for the most part, they do remain. Things do come up, in the industry, the food service area, but. But for the most part, it's been very successful. Every event has been just phenomenal, and it just keeps getting better. And so I'm just so thrilled and excited. I've been really working harder on my guitar skills, believe it or not, um, on my performance. And so again, you're always having to practice and just get better.
You play everything: guitar, piano, keyboard, drums, harmonica, violin. Am I missing one? Because I just named a whole bunch on your bio. So
Yeah, it's just learning the instrument, how it was created, which is really fun to learn about. History is good. Music history is good. It brings more depth to your, in what you're doing and how you're playing, and just in arrangements as well. So I just love music. I love music, and I'll just want to. Sometimes I'll just pick something up, and I just have to fiddle around with it. It's just just to make that sound. But I might have to go on YouTube and take a lesson too. So you never know.
It's like my mother said, good old Google University and YouTube College.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's exactly right. There's a wealth of knowledge and wealth of resources out there.
Well, the resources there, and we can use it for a positive and negative. We can waste our time and learn nothing from it, or we can utilize it to our advantage and learn from it. And like anything, you can use it to your advantage, or you can just waste time with it. So absolutely, and I'm glad that you're not. I'm glad that you're not. Todd, it's been an honor again. I am so proud of you. Every time I look at you, every time I follow you on social, I'm like, look at him, growing, doing stuff, performing, being on TV, on radio, and I'm just like, wow. I feel like I've known you then, and every time I see you, you're getting bigger and bigger. I am so honored that you even take my text and say, sure, whenever you want. You can say I'm too busy for you. You're just a little only, girl in Canada, but you don't do that. You're humble, you're still true to yourself, and you're genuine, and I love that about you. So thank you so much. Congratulations, and a Merry Christmas to you and to your family and friends.
You as well. Thank you. You've been a big part of this journey, and
Aw.
a big part of what's going on today. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care. God bless everyone.
And that, everyone, was Todd Barrow, all the way from Texas. I would like to say a good friend of mine. I think he would agree. But not only that, somebody that gives us a lot of inspiration, a lot of to be a go-getter. And that's what it takes nowadays, especially in times like this, when we are going through so much. And one of the things that he said, don't fall into fear. Don't become this person that can't do anything because something has been going on. Just keep going, follow your dream, pursue it, and don't forget, have a game plan. Love that, what you said. Love that. Well, guys, we are off for now, and we will be back soon with another show, another guest. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye for now.